Welcome back to the 4-1-2-1-2 Nottingham Forest save here on FIFA 22. We switched it up in the last episode thanks to our woeful start to the season, and so far played 1-1-1. Although it was against Hungarian Ferencváros. Or Ferencváros even. So now is the true test at home against Everton, which is what looks like a relegation six-pointer. We're very much hoping to not be involved, even remotely close to a relegation fight come the end of the season, even come 3/4 of the way through the season. 6 points from our opening 10 games though, not great. Up we go, up the table hopefully. City lead the way, Liverpool are still unbeaten, Newcastle are still unbeaten after 11 and 10 games respectively. City could go 3 points clear again at the top should they win on this particular match day away from home against Aston Villa, who are in the relegation zone. So you would expect them to win. We've scored 5 goals in 10 games in the league. The worst of anyone. Our goals conceded column is better than anyone in the bottom half. Actually, Arsenal have conceded more goals than us in 4th. They just scored nearly 4 times as many as me. Once we sort the goal scoring out, I think we'll be okay. We have been losing more often than not by a single goal. 1-0 to Wolves, 1-0 to Brentford, actually 1-0 to Chelsea. Of course, we conceded loads against Liverpool and Manchester United. We drew 1-1 to Newcastle. We lost 1-0 to Midtjylland. We drew 0-0 with West Ham. We drew 0-0 with Brentford. We lost 3-1 against Spurs and 2-0 against Sheffield United. There's not many goals in any of our games at the minute. But hopefully, this change of formation will work the way that it did in that last game at the end of yesterday's episode. And fingers crossed, the corner shall be turned. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save and enjoying the struggle or the challenge of this third season here at Nottingham Forest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Hit that notification bell and you never will. Right, let's welcome Everton to the City ground, shall we? 4-3-3 for Everton here. Zentner in goal. Truffert, Nunez, Tarkowski and Mikolenko. Allen, Pepelu and Dele Alli. Yeremy Pino, Rafa Mir and Damari Gray is their front three. That is the strength of side that shouldn't be 16th in the table. We are the strength of side that shouldn't be 17th in the table. Even with a win here, we won't overturn Everton. We're 4 points behind. But certainly, we would still like to get that victory and close the gap. So let's crack on. Let's channel that in a 1-0 win in the Europa League and make it back-to-back. I can't quite believe I'm going to say this at the beginning of November. Back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Damari Gray, he's gone for the run down the line. Brilliant tackle by Nico Williams. Thought for a minute that might have come off Gray, but no throw for us. A throw for them, and the attack continues. Oh, he's just done me there with a little jink, but Niakate read that. Can't get rid of it. Rafa Mir. Dele Alli just stopped off the return ball. Force him into a shot from distance, which we have faith our keeper will save. Damari Gray with the corner then for the Toffees. And it's not a bad delivery. Dele Alli flicks that on, but we'll clear it away. Can we get to that first? Kalimuendo back in the starting lineup for the first time in 3 or 4. We gave Taiwo a run, and he did more disappointing us than he did actually impressing. Oh, he absolutely went for it there, Rafamir, going for the overhead kick, but the keeper being brave, getting stuck in there, putting himself in the danger zone and grabbing it. Salo Ramos needing support and finding it. Not good enough from Ryan Yates, is it? Or even close to it. Rafa Mir now winding up from distance again. Faith in the keeper that they'll save it. But they're getting dangerous from distance now, Everton. 23rd minute. Yeremy Pino with the corner. Under pressure continually here at the back. Klosterman rises well to win the header. Allen into Damari Gray again. At the heart of everything for them in this first half. Pepelu, Dele Alli, Rafa Mir, at Damari Gray again. Good save. Corner ball, Everton. Pressure building. Stand firm, please, defensive lads. Mangala with a great clearance, although only as far as Allen. Tarkowski, Nunez, the centre-back, having a swing at it. He can't quite get the shot away. And we'll go on a counter-attack. Kalimuendo could be in behind here, but with 2 defenders running with him, I just can't guarantee I'll get the ball to him. Still couldn't get the ball to him, even when there was only 1 man with him, but we've got it back again. Willock looking for Emma Richards, looking for Kalimuendo, but that was a little bit ambitious, really, that ball. Needs to be a bit more composed in the final third, and we might well take the lead at some point. Rafamir. Oh, picked off by Mangala. Yesterday's episode was all about Aura Mangala and his capabilities in that CDM role. I'd love to make today's episode all about my offensive abilities, but try to take that one pace too far with Gonzalo Ramos. Just trying to get as better angle and goal-scoring position as I possibly could before taking the shot. But I overran it. Joe Willock there with the interception. Cali Muendo finds Jacob Ramsey. I'll lift this looking for Gonzalo Ramos, but Tarkovsky gets just something on it to deflect it away from the Portuguese. No opening goal yet. Could yet have one before half-time, though. Demarai Gray's going to have to dig out a cross here, which he does, which will be cleared, which won't be cleared. How Dele Alli's beaten Ryan Yates to that, I'm not sure. Very nearly scored it. Yeremy Pino with the delivery. They've had an umpteen amount of corners already. Keeper's going to come. He's not going to get there. If you're going to commit like that, Unai, you need to go for it, because I purposefully then don't commit with the defender because I don't want to get in the way. And then you don't get there, and I don't have a defender there. Get out, please. No Everton goal in this first half, despite all of the pressure. 0-0. Up we go, please. I wanted him to jump. He didn't. Can we get rid of this? We can't. Dele Alli. Oh, no! The man in front of the keeper putting him off. And Dele Alli scores an unlikely goal for Everton. They have had the pressure, but that wasn't the most dangerous chance they've had. But somehow it squirmed into the back of the net. Our misfortune continues. It's a terrible finish. It's straight at... Well, it's not straight at the keeper, but he has to wait. Has to wait because of the extra man there in front of him. And delay any given dive because Rafamir might get a touch on it. And then by the time he does dive, it's too late. Dele Alli gives Everton a 1-0 lead. And whilst, yes, they have had a lot of possession and a lot of pressure in the game, it's just been kind of corner after corner and long shots, and we've not been under real threat. That wasn't really any real threat either, but it has given them a 1-0 lead. It's not really... Well, I mean, if anything, it sums up our luck this season, doesn't it? To be completely honest. I'll try and get this back to Cali Muendo if I can. Can he find the back of the net? Oh, good save by Zentner. Cali Muendo yet to score a goal for me in a played game. He plays well. I just don't get goals with him yet. Maxwell Cornet came in and had a bigger impact quickly, or in quicker, should I say. But obviously Inter Milan came in for him, and I can't really stand in the way of a club like that at this stage of the save. Mangala in there to Joe Willock, and across to Ryan Yates. He's not going to score from there. Richards will deliver the ball into the middle. It's well blocked by Twaffert. Richards will deliver again, and it's straight into the keeper's arms. It's not great. Mangala's up. It's an excellent header. Ramos is with me. Little ball back. Ramsey into Willock. And Cali Muendo spins. Cali Muendo! Yes! Our number 10 is off the mark for the season in the Premier League. 1-1. Yes! The change of formation, I think, is working. Lovely spin, great acceleration, and just pure shot power. Now, not really any technique in that. He's just put his foot right through it, and it's rising, and actually might clip off the underside of the bar. I think it does. 1-1 at the City ground. Cali Muendo with what I believe is his first Premier League goal of the season. He has scored in the Carabao Cup for us. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there you go. 1 goal in 6 matches. His first goal in this competition this season. Back in the starting lineup for the first time since a couple of episodes ago where Tyro had a crack at trying to be the man to unlock defences. Now Cali Muendo is the man that is unlocking those defences. Yes! Come on! Season not back on track, but on the way. Oh, come on. Lovely touch by Yeremy Pino. That was excellent. Not only to take it under control, but to make that turn and open up the play inside as well. Here's Cali Muendo. Forward quickly to Ramos. Gets away from the challenge. Here's Joe Willock. Looking for Cali Muendo again. He's really good in possession, Cali Muendo. Here's Jacob Ramsey. One of our best and most creative players. Now that Brennan Johnson has left the club. Ramsey back to Mangala. Cali Mwendo. Oh, I was going to try and play that through to Ramos and grab a third. This is the first time we've scored 2 goals in a played game, I think, since the opening day of the season against Sheffield United. And I think I might have simulated that one. First time we've scored 2 goals, in a game for as long as I can remember in a played game. Really has been freaking forever. In there to Ramsey. Ramsey to Cali Mwendo. Across looking for Joe Willock. Omar Richards is forward on the overlap. We will use him. Cali Mwendo offside. We'll get it back to Joe Willock then. Ah, that's poor. I thought it could get it around the man. I couldn't. Only 7 minutes to go though. Not long left for Everton to find an equaliser. But here's Damari Gray. And Rafa Mir. Damari Gray again, option out wide. Elects not to use it on 2 occasions. Rafa Mir from distance. And eventually, the long shots pay off for Everton. It's all they've had, other than that one Dele Alli effort. And on this occasion, late on, they do find the top corner. Couldn't get near Demarai Gray with anyone. And then Rafa Mir just lets fly. It's a really, really, really good goal, and you can't legislate for that. His literal last kick of the game is he gets substituted off as well. What are the chances of that? You are kidding me. Don't even think about it, Everton. I can't believe that pass. Literally kicked it past the man I aimed it at. Straight to the Everton man. Ramsey, inside. Yates, forward. Ramos, runners around him. Oh, it's a brilliant interception by Allen. That might be game. It might not be game. Castellanos. No, we've knocked him off with Niakate. And there's still time. 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. Go on then, Gonzalo. We're in. Can we do something here? Mangala looking for Cali Mwendo. Trying to turn James Tarkowski, but quite evidently, strength wins out. 2-2 against Everton. We are scoring again. It's not a massive success of a new formation, but equally, it's not a failure of a new formation. So, it's a start. 2-2 in our first game with it in the Premier League. Omar Richards is now up to 82. 81 rated after improving yet further. Right, Joao Pedro wants to play. Now that Cali Mwendo's starting, I'm not sure I can guarantee playing him. That's Omar Richards' development schedule. Right, up next for us, midweek. No, it was the next weekend, wasn't it? We've got weekend, then midweek. Weekend after, actually. International break. Leeds away. We're off to Ellen Road. I don't know whether to sign Lavia or not at the minute. Just making a random decision at a random point. I'll say sporadic, which he'll accept, which is good. 5-year deal, cool. Happy to loan him out and get him some first team football. He's gone to Southampton in real life from Manchester City. 15 grand a week is fine by me. We will get him in and we will set him to the loan list immediately. Obviously address his training schedule in the meantime, but Lavia, add to loan list and we'll sort his development plan out. That could be something that works for us longer term. It might not. It's too hard to say at this stage, but it's worth a gamble. It's worth a gamble. Leeds versus Nottingham Forest coming up next. Again, actually. Another relegation battle, isn't it? 17th versus 16th. But if we win, we can go above them on this occasion. 4-2-3-1 for Leeds United. Ilan Meslier still in goal for them. Rasmus Christensen, our former Joe Worrell in centre-back alongside Diego Llorente and Junior Firpo at left-back. Mark Roca and Ezequiel Palacios even in midfield for them. Still got 86 rated Rafinha on the right. Still got 81 rated Daniel James on the left. Brendan Aronson actually hasn't grown as well as I thought he would do in this save. Still 78. And Rodrigo up top for them through the middle. Some options on the bench. None of them really any good. And I think that might be Leeds' issue, which is why they are where they are in the table. My issue so far this season, why I am where I am, is I'm playing like shit. So let's continue what looks to be potentially a turn around the corner. Go and get a win. Might not be back-to-back wins, but if we can get a victory here and make it 2 wins in our last 3 competitive league games, then I'll be very happy, and that certainly would be our best run of form of the season. The fuck was that? Brendan Aronson forward to Rodrigo. And out wide to Dan James. Oh, he's quick, isn't he? Niakate can't keep up. How's his delivery? Is it typical Dan James? It's not. He actually finds a teammate. And the save is needed to be made. Mangala into Jacob Ramsey. Counter-attack is an option here. Ramos quickly to Cali Mwendo. Turns brilliantly. And forward here in support is Joe I've run it, bollocks. Joe Willock and Omar Richards. But having Ryan Yates set to drop between defenders when we attack is working wonders there. Might have gone through to Gonzalo Ramos. They're elected against it because of the closeness in proximity of the defender. Through that gap, good movement by Cali Mwendo. And here's Jacob Ramsey. Can we score a worldie of our own? Jacob Ramsey makes it 1-0 Forest. What a finish. Take that, Rafa Mir. Anything Everton can do, we can do even better. Jacob Ramsey with a thunderbolt from distance. Up the Reds. What a strike, bending constantly away from the goalkeeper. What a finish. 1-0 up at Ellen Road. Let's go. Ping. Vamos. Give me that. Ooh, he actually did. Yates into Willock. You see Cali Mwendo on the shoulder of the defender. It was borderline offside. It was on. Oh, Cali Mwendo's arrived. We might well have a new striking hero here at Nottingham Forest. He did dick all in the 3-5-2. Change it to a 4-1-2-1-2. Cali Mwendo lives. Hopefully, as does our season. Back from the dead. 2-0, Nottingham Forest. Lovely turn. And the finish, impressive. His shots all tend to go quite high, don't they, Cali Mwendo? One thing we've noticed in the past couple of episodes, they all seem to hit the roof of the net. I don't mind so long as they go in. Ramsey. And out wide to Lucas Klursterman. Down the line. Please get there ahead of the defender. Omar Richards does well. It's an unnecessarily strong challenge from the defender that nearly led to Rodrigo being in behind. They do have runners out wide on either side. And that is a ping to Rafinha. Without shadow of doubt, their most dangerous and capable player on the team. Feeding Rodrigo. Back to Brendan Aronson, looking to replicate our first goal. No dice. Christensen through the gap. Brendan Aronson. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's a poor finish, though. You expect better of Rodrigo on his left-hand side. How many times would we see that tucked away? 9 out of 10, probably. Is our luck changing? Potentially. Because a couple of episodes ago, that would have found its way in the bottom corner. Now, the ball's staying out of the back of the net. Albeit Everton did just score 2 against us, but still. We are 2-0 up at half-time against Leeds United at Ellen Road, and I think it's quite clear that this 4-1-2-1-2 has worked in changing our fortunes. Here's Palacios. That's a tasty ball out wide to Rafinha. Oh, an uncharacteristic poor first touch from the Brazilian low, but they still work possession. Brendan Aronson played in. We've got a nice line of defensive players in front, and they can't seem to break through our shape at the minute. Oh, they've gotten a little bit lucky there. Rodrigo to Rafinha. That's better. Excellent footwork from him there, but Ryan Yates goes in and steals that away from Palacios. We are just getting more and more solid, aren't we, as time goes on now with this 4-1-2-1-2. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to actually be able to put in some decent performances in this third season now. We were so good last year with that 3-5-2, but for some reason it just hasn't translated across seasons with the big change of personnel we've had. Maybe the team we had in particular last year was well suited to that formation, and the players that we lost and those that we brought in to replace them just haven't suited the system. Ramos with a flicked-on header. Cali Mwendo brings it down. There's just under half an hour left in this game. We've got a decent gap till the next fixture. It's Saturday to Thursday, so I'm not worried about having to make changes for fixture congestion at this stage. I'll look for Cali Mwendo in the middle. It's well blocked. 25 minutes to go. We seem solid. Oh, Ryan Yates showing an uncharacteristic burst of acceleration there. Oh, but we can't quite get in, and they've intercepted the chance of their own. Leeds not really offering too much in this second half. The 2-0 lead that we carried into half-time does look pretty safe right now. Yates. Out wide to Omar Richards. Lovely marauding run from left wing-back. Right, do we go for a hat-trick? Oh, that was meant for Jacob Ramsey. If he plays that to Jacob Ramsey, not to the miles offside Gonzalo Ramos, then that is 3-0 and game over. Did I aim it there? I did. I was trying to just lay it in front of Ramsey, and rather evidently, that's my aiming, not the game. That's an excellent through ball, and our defensive line has been ripped apart. They are stepped just to play Rodrigo offside, so his options are limited. Limited, but not non-existent. Dan James at the back post pulls one back for Leeds United. Even Dan James couldn't miss that one. Brilliant vision to square it across and pinpoint accuracy in the pass as well. Buried in the back of the net. It's not over yet. Joe Worrell out to Christensen. We saw a late Everton equaliser to deny us a win in the last game. And it's a late Leeds equaliser to deny us a win here too. Can you believe it? There's a man in the way there, and I tried to clear it. I just don't think he could react in time. Rodrigo unmarked in the middle. Watching run, but to be fair, I dragged Niakate out the way. I just couldn't react when Niakate just stood rather than trying to perhaps get a leg in front of it or something. And, well, it's just not great defending from Florenzi, is it? He stood there, saw the man in front of him, and actually backed away from him. We are better in this save now with this formation, but still not good enough. We're scoring more since the change from the 3-5-2, which is brilliant. But if you're conceding more with that change, then it doesn't really matter, does it? We're getting draws, though, not defeats now, which is a start of turning the corner. But the corner still refuses to be turned. Cali Muendo runs around that corner, and Omar Richards is in. Can we get a last gasp winner at the death? No! Oh, Alex Mitre nearly made himself a Nottingham Forest hero. Meslier with the save. We're in the 95th minute now of 2 added on. Jacob Ramsey with the delivery. Please, please do it late on. Niakate's up. Christensen. Oh, Klassemann went for the overhead kick. It would have been glorious, but it wasn't to be. Oh. Thrown away a 2-0 lead and thrown away a 2-1 lead so far today. Points are going on the board, but I should have had 6 there and I've only got 2. Up next, Midtjylland in the Europa League, where we very much need another victory. 5-2-3 for Midtjylland. We played them last time and lost by a goal to 0. Olafsson in goal instead of Jonas Lörsel. Anderson, Dalsgaard, Sviatchenko, Janino and Paulinho, their back 5. Onyedika and Evander in the midfield again. Dreyer on the right. Pione Sisto on the left. And Junior Brumado through the middle. Couple of changes for me. Oxlade-Chamberlain's in. Badiashile and Colwill, as well as Florenzi and João Pedro gets the nod up top. Probably should have put Matt Ryan in goal as well, but at the minute, just making sure as best I can to give us a good or better chance of getting a result, should I say. I stand a much better chance of getting a result here with Unai Simon in goal than I do Matt Ryan. And given the nature of the league table right now in the Europa League, I do need that victory. Paulinho again. We're only 3 points off top in this Europa League group stage now. It is very, very tight. A win here could be crucial. Not could be. It would be crucial and actually would drastically improve our chances of going through in this Europa League group stage. Any of the 4 sides could yet advance. Any of the 4 sides could yet win the group, let alone just advance. Ramos trying to play that through from Angela there, but it's a brilliant interception by Sviatchenko, who is their best defender. My defensive line opened up here. Brumado's just run past everyone, but thankfully, he's put it wide. Dreyer. Brumado is everywhere in this first half. It may be 0-0, but he's running the show in their forward line, that's for sure. Evander can't quite react quickly enough with Ryan Yates there to step in. And here's Anderson. They've already beaten me once, Midtjylland. They will be confident that they can do it again, especially back at home. Having to float that back to Sviatchenko to keep the move alive, but alive it is. Is he onside there, Dreyer? He might well be. We've intercepted it once, but he's still able to square it to Brumado, who gives Midtjylland a 1-0 lead. How's your luck? How's your luck? Get a tackle in, and it falls straight back to him. And Brumado's not going to miss that, is he? 1-0 down. Feel a little bit hard done by there, though. Florenzi. Mongala. Ramos. Mongala again. Looking for João Pedro. Oh, it's Jacob Ramsey who's turned brilliantly, and he's in the box. Jacob Ramsey. Good save by Olafsson. Brilliant stop by the goalkeeper. Ramsey now looking to turn creator. Sviatchenko wins the header. Mongala will bring it down. We'll try and get it back to Ramsey, but I couldn't guarantee he was onside. Oh, I mean, ref. Come on, please. Jesus wept. What an awful, awful challenge that was. It's 25 yards out. Jacob Ramsey doesn't have great free kick stats, but it's close enough to feel like we might stand a chance. But no, not to be. Still 1-0 down. Inside to Mongala. Turns well. And out wide. Jacob Ramsey again, the man, making the moves forward. Excellent footwork from the young man again. There's just not much room, is there? See the man on the far side. He's having to pick my passes at the moment. He's in, though, as well, Pedro. He's really in. Finish, sunshine. 1-1. João Pedro's first goal for me in a played game. Just brushing his shoulders off. Just usual business, lads. Play me more often, Ches, he says. Brilliant. Right-footed, but a 4-star weak foot, and that came in very handy there. Good movement, too, to find the space. And one of the most impressive finishes we've seen all season. Although not the most impressive finish we've seen today. Jacob Ramsey will take that for now. Right. 1-1. Game on again. Evander on Yedika. Looking for that through ball. Easily read. Pumped forward looking for João Pedro. He's quite tall. Tall enough to win that. Oh, what a headed through ball that is. Go on, Jacob. You're in, son. Pione Sisto does have some pace, though. And I've not really got the angle. I had to take the shot. Any sort of squared ball would easily have been picked off by a defender. Oh, Reinier's trying to nod that to a teammate, and I can't quite find him. We might have to make some changes momentarily to try and liven up the game and continue our pressure. But we are the team in the ascendancy right now. But they keep getting lucky like that. And it's really starting to grind. Here's Paulinho. Not good enough on that occasion. That was supposed to go to Jacob Ramsey. What is Unai Simon doing? Oh, bang! That sums up our season, does it? Doesn't it? This pass was supposed to go to Jacob Ramsey. To be fair, the other player in there might have intercepted it instead if it had gone towards Jacob Ramsey. But the keeper there, that is a terrible shot. And Unai Simon has just fallen over next to it and not fully extended his arm. Cheers, then. Forward to Ramos. He's turned brilliantly, just waiting for that run to Nico Williams, which you know is coming. I have to try and get this back to Ramos. He's asked for it. He's gotten it. Ramsey. Oh, there's so many men back there. It's going to be so difficult to try and find a way through them. Finding Jacob Ramsey, who turns well, looking for Kalimuendo off the bench. Kalimuendo! Olofsson with the save. Looking to have a 2-2 comeback of our own on this occasion. Badiashile lays up very well, but the ball goes nowhere near the goal. Oh, it's a nice ball. Played about well. Oh, what happened to my defender? I want to cry. 3-1 Midtjylland. We are losing in the Europa League yet again. I can't. I just can't. We've started to score goals. We have started to score goals. We just now are conceding more. So that's kind of nullified the advancement in the scoring goal category, hasn't it? Oh, for crying out loud. What have I got to do this season to win games? It's defeat, war, and the outrageous roar from the Danish fans. That is them through, I think, in this competition. I don't know if it's us out yet. With Rosenborg beating Ferencvarosi, it might be. I'm not sure. Lavia, I've added to the loan list, and it looks like we might actually have a loan offer for him already. We do indeed, from Stade Rennais. Short-term loan offer, except we'll send him out to get some first-team football. We remain 17th in the league. The goals are starting to flow, but unfortunately, that's happening at both ends. And we are officially 100% definitively out of Europe. Okay. Didn't last long, did it? But now we have another relegation-threatened side. It's Leicester City that are up next. It's going to take ages for Alex Mighton to improve. He's peaked for this season. Right. Join me tomorrow where we take on Leicester City, Southampton, and then Arsenal as we head into the month of December. We'll sim the Rosenborg game And then we'll play City, Burnley, Bournemouth and Sim Blackpool. Then we'll play Villa, West Ham and Brighton. It'll be January transfer window time. A January transfer window where we do have some money to spend and potentially more if I sell someone. But who that someone might be at this stage, I don't really know. Might be a case of trying to just bulk out the squad with another squad signing, maybe. I am open to selling Taiwo, and maybe we do sell Taiwo and bring in someone like Martin Terrier. But at the minute, I'm not sure. I got Onana, or Amadou Onana, sorry, on my shortlist at the minute, but he's not going to improve the squad as it stands. Well, the 4-1-2-1-2 has kinda worked. We are now scoring goals. We're just conceding them too. Settle in for the season, lads. We may well have nearly got Champions League football last year. This year, we're just trying to stay in the league. How things change in football. But they've changed that drastically between seasons. There's no reason that they can't change drastically from the first half to the second half of the season. It was about this time last year where we went on that outrageous run of wins. Oh, how I need that again. I'll see you tomorrow.